The Furtick brothers were a family of farmers from near present-day St. Matthews, South Carolina. Then came the U.S. Civil War. Like almost every other young man of their day, the Furtick boys would go on to enlist and fight in the local company. For these particular brothers, though, they would cast their lot with the newly formed Southern Confederacy. But how did the warriors treat the Furtick brothers? Tragically, not so well. First, Brother George Furtick joined the 1st South Carolina Infantry, but he perished from measles in Columbia, South Carolina on August 3, 1862, a few months after he enlisted. He left behind a wife and a young daughter. A year later, Brother Boyd Furtick of the 25th South Carolina Infantry was only 18 or 19 years old when he perished on August 4, 1863 in a skirmish on an island at the mouth of Vincent's Creek between Morris and James Island, South Carolina. The following year, Brother Joseph W. Furtick of the 25th South Carolina Infantry would be the second brother to pass away from disease, succumbing to brain fever at the Brigade Hospital on James Island on March 18, 1864. In December 1863, yet another brother, Charles Furtick, once again of the 25th South Carolina Infantry, was wounded in a freak powder magazine explosion at Fort Sumter, but he did manage to recover and return to action. However, he would go on to be shot through both legs at the Battle of Weldon Railroad near Petersburg, Virginia in August of 1864. Badly wounded, Furtick was captured by Federal troops and passed away en route to a Federal military hospital. He marked the second of the brothers to pass away in combat. Of the 5 brothers, only John Anderson Furtick of the 1st South Carolina Infantry came marching back home as the only brother to survive the war. This was just one set of brothers who just happened to cast their lot with the Confederacy. But I imagine there were quite a few mothers and brothers in places like Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New Hampshire who could tell a similar story about the tragedy that was the war between the states.